kindly to visitors. Beware of the spirits that live in this house. They do not take kindly to visitors.
So hey, what is happening everybody? This is Jimmy Bones back at it again with another video, and today what I have for you all is actually something that even surprised me about getting today. I was not expecting to get him, and I didn't really have plans to, but it just kind of happened, and I'll explain that in a minute. But what I have for you all today is going to be the Lowe's Halloween 2023 hoodie greeter, which I thought was just such a cool thing. So I don't even know where to begin when it comes to explaining this. I never know where to begin when explaining these guys. But I will say this. Back in, geez, I don't even remember, late, was it spring, early spring, when Lowe's Halloween stuff got leaked over there in the display store, or like the headquarters, I guess you could say. There was so much to take in, and I remember seeing just everything that Lowe's had, and I always think Lowe's is very underappreciated when it comes to their animatronics. Well, here recently, in the past, a lot of their animatronics were just absolutely terrible, but here recently, I think their animatronics have started going unnoticed, unappreciated, because even though everybody's so hyped up and excited to see everything from Lowe's, it gets shoved to the side because, unfortunately, they don't have the most fair hand when it comes to the Halloween industry, mainly because of the fact that Home Depot has now taken over the Halloween industry by storm. Party City has been a long-known colleague to the Halloween industry, and obviously you can't forget Spirit Halloween, who has been there since day one practically, when the start of the Halloween fandom kind of began. They kind of run the show, and they've always had a really big following. So I always think that Lowe's gets a bad hand and everything, but I think this year Lowe's really did a phenomenal job at getting a really awesome, classic, diverse amount of animatronics that weren't clowns, or weren't all a set theme. They did a great job. Whoever the buyer was did a phenomenal job at picking certain animatronics that just really fit that animatronic like classic Halloween feeling that I think we all missed as children, especially if you were born in my time when I was back in like 2001. But this guy was incredible. So when I first saw this guy on the video, I think he was probably one of the few that struck out to me the most. And I went over to a Lowe's after work today, and I was actually really shocked to see that Lowe's that was not anywhere near my home had most of their stuff out, and it was incredible to get to see everything. But I think the coolest thing was getting to see that this guy was here. And this guy is like a kind of already forgotten prop. I know there's been so many things this year. It has been insane. I actually think this year has officially been probably the best year Halloween has seen in a very long time. And I could feel the build-up since 2020, so it was great to see that these companies were starting to kind of climb their way back up the ladder. And this guy is a good example. This guy is so simplistic. He is also very well detailed and way below $100, which is a steal in my opinion. It seems like a lot of people's Lowe's don't have everything out yet, but again, mine did, so I'm really happy that I ended up getting this guy. I was very, very excited to see this guy there, and when I saw the box and how small it was, I was like, you know what, I'll do it. It's way below 100. Incredible price for, honestly, an incredible yet very simplistic prop, and I think Tekky Toys, or Tekky now, it's not Tekky Toys, but Tekky did a phenomenal job with this guy, with how simplistic he is. They nailed it perfectly. I already have a Reaper, and I think the biggest thing I love about this guy was the red cloak. The red cloaked Reaper has started becoming a big thing lately. Home Depot did their red cloaked Reaper. I can't remember the name immediately right off the top of my head, but their Reaper was insanely cool, with the big massive sight and the servo motor head turns and the incredible phrases. So for Lowe's to bring a more kind of simplistic look to the Red Hooded Reaper was a really good touch to this genre, or I guess kind of character genre, that these companies have been trying to build lately. He has simple spooky cloth, and it's nothing out of the ordinary, but it's nice. And I love the simplistic, classic feeling of this animatronic with the head turning, and he only says 2 phrases, but what do you expect for way below 100? But besides that, he looks incredible. And again, he was probably one of the ones that stood out to me the most, because I'm a big fan of Reapers. I love Reapers to death. I think they look awesome. And I do obviously have the Hourglass Reaper, so for me to get another Reaper from Lowe's this year is just awesome for me. And so I'm really excited to use him in my display this year. I don't know where I'll put him, but we will see. But anyways, I thought I would go ahead and give you all a close-up, stop hearing me ramble, just kind of give you all a better look at this guy and just kind of explain the fabric that's made from him and everything like that. So without any further ado, let's get into it. I will be right back. Okay, so coming up to the Reaper, I wanted to first give you all a really nice close-up of the face. I think one of the things that surprised me the most when seeing this guy in the stores was the face itself. I thought the face was very well detailed, especially for the material it's made out of. It is a plastic kind of, and you can see it kind of gives here, but it's a very cheap plastic head mold, but it still works and it looks absolutely phenomenal. I think one of the things I loved most about the face was just all the dark patches in the face. There's no really out of place paint on the face either. The sensor's right here in the middle of the nose, so it's in a nice spot, kind of similar to the Scarecrow I got from Tekky. And the head turn mechanism is simplistic. He just turns his head side to side. The other thing I really noticed that I actually really liked, they did a good job with the cloak. This thing has a metal wire, I think, that goes all the way through, so it's kind of adjustable, or it's some sort of wire that's adjustable. And it has this thick fabric on the inside. I've seen this fabric before, but I don't know what you would call it, but it looks really good, and I think it actually fits the cloak really well. The other thing I really liked, obviously, was the red cloak itself. It's actually made out of a nice material. It's thick, and it feels good. It goes really far down to the floor, as you can see. And I think that's probably one of the things that I love most about it. But when I saw this guy in the store, it was an immediate purchase for me just because of the price and how well he looked. And I was actually really surprised to see how well he looked in the stores. There's a little Velcro flap here. It doesn't really go that far down. It just goes down here. I don't really know what it's for, but I mean, it's there. And then he also has some simplistic spooky cloth, which honestly I think was a good call on Tekky's behalf, because it just adds a little extra color to it and blends in with the black on the inside of the hood. And then obviously the eyes do light up, and I wanted to show you all from the side because I love to give you all a picture from the side. Now he is very, very slender, but the hood looks really good from the side, and you can't really tell that it's a Reaper until you actually get to his to the front of him, and then you'll actually see the face. But as you can see, this guy is really cool, and I absolutely love him. I think what impressed me even more was the fact that Tekky actually put batteries in the boxes for us this year. I don't know if they did that last year. I don't think they did. We had to get our own, and the fact that they're adding the cords, like Tekky does a great job with packaging, so I can't complain. And the instructions manual was really high quality as well. Everything was really well put together for Tekky's props this year. So props to you, Tekky. Thank you for this awesome Reaper. And Los, thank you for bringing us this awesome Reaper. Definitely probably one of my favorites now, even though he's like very simplistic and very small. But besides that point, he's awesome. So anyways, you all, I really hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button. I always try to upload weekly, never try and disappoint you all. I am going to be doing some more transitioning into my channel. I think since season 3 has just been gotten hit so hard this year because of a lot of changes going on in my life right now, I think what we're going to try and do is go ahead and set forth into Jimmy Bone Season 3 without any delay, or Season 4 without any delay here at some point, probably in the near future, and we will go from there and see how it goes. But anyways, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. This is Jimmy Bones signing off. I will talk to you guys in the next video. See ya.